Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So this is our first lab, which is in topic 2 or chapter 2, okay, logic. Okay, so this is your interface of circuit maker. So I will show you how we will use this circuit maker to draw the logic circuit, okay, which is combinational logic circuit. Okay. Alright, so this is the icon, okay, that have in this circuit maker. Okay, so we have arrow, okay, we have wire tool, so draw wire, we have text tool, okay, and we also have this tool which is you can use to delete, okay, and we have this simulation mode. Okay, by default your mode is analog, okay, because the mode is transistor mode, which is the image is transistor. Okay, so for our application, we need to use digital mode. Okay, so before you run your circuit, you have to make sure that this image is digital mode, okay, and gate. Okay, and then this is the run, okay, run or stop, okay, used to run or stop the simulation. And then on top we have several menu, okay. So we have devices, so we will use this menu a lot, okay, this we use to find all the devices that we need to use in our circuit. Okay, so we can browse our devices or we can search by using ID and so on. Browse, you will list down all the devices based on the major device class. Okay, after you choose major, you will list the minor device and also the symbol. Okay, you also can search your device by using search, okay, but by using this menu, you need to know the name or the description or the ID number. Okay. And then we also can use this key, hotkeys 1 and hotkeys 2, okay, which is it will list down all the devices that most commonly used. Okay, for example, type of gates, okay, you can be found at menu hotkeys 1, okay, so tune in and tune in all. So what we mean by this device is actually referring to the number of input. Tune in is actually referring to 2 input, okay, for the gates. And inverter is equal to NOT gate, okay, same with the NOT gate. So in circuit maker, they not use the NOT gate, okay, they use the inverter. Okay, and one of the device that we always use, okay, for our circuit is logic display. So logic display is actually referring to LED, okay, the output. Yeah, so this is the devices that we will use in our first lab. Okay. And in hotkeys 2 also have several numbers of devices here, but in this first lab we only use logic switch. Okay, logic switch. So logic switch is referring to device for input, okay, for input device, right? And we have okay, option. So for option, you have to make sure before you draw any circuits, okay, you have to make sure that you show the pin dots. Okay, meaning that this menu need to be checked. Okay, show the pin dots. Okay, so pin dot is important because when we show the pin dots, okay, it will show that the devices truly connected, okay, with the wire, okay, truly connected with the wire. So I will show later what how the pin dot will really function. And here you also have a grid, okay, so you can you can enable your grid line. So grid line just to make sure that we can arrange all the devices, okay, perfectly. Yeah, so it's just optional, so either you want to enable or you just disable. For myself, I prefer to enable the grid line, so you just click grid line, or you can use the shortcut here, Ctrl G, So this is the default size. You can change the default size. Okay, and then you click on your display grid. Okay, and click OK. So this is the grid line. Okay, so this is the grid line. Okay, and then for next, okay, I think we will start, okay, for drawing. So we will draw this equation. Okay, so I already prepared the equation. So this equation, okay, y equals to a and b and c plus c bar and a exclusive with b. So maybe before you draw using your circuit maker, okay, you can draw manually. Okay, you can draw manually as your guideline, okay, to draw on your circuit maker. Okay, so we need to have several gates here. This is AND gate, 3 input, XOR gate, 2 input, 1 gate NOT for C, and then another gate N between C bar and A XOR with B, 2 input, and the last one is actually OR gate, 2 input. Yeah. So we start placing all the devices. Yeah. So we need 3 input. So because the 3 input device not listed in the hotkeys one, so you can use this menu browse. Okay. First, you choose the major device class, which is the digital basic. Okay, and then under minor device class, you choose gates. Okay, and device symbol. So you find the 3 input N. So this is 3 input N. You can double click or you can click placed. Okay, for example, I double click. Okay, you can put anywhere on your board. You can move letter or you can change, okay, the position. Yes, it's okay. So for example, I put here. So every time you put any device, there will be a designation on top, okay, of your device. So some of the devices, it doesn't need the device designation, so you just can disable the designation. So how can we disable the designation? You just right click and then you go to edit device data. Okay, so you have the designation. Okay. By default, the designation is checked for visible, so you click. Okay, you uncheck the visible, then you click OK. So the designation will be disabled. Okay, next gate that we need is XOR. Okay, to input. Okay, XOR to input. Maybe you can put here. And then you can disable the designation, and we also need N to input, and then OR to input, OR to input, and I think the last one will be NOT. Okay, NOT. Okay, so NOT is inverter. Okay, so we can arrange better. Right, so this is all the logic gates that we need, okay, based on this equation. Okay, so other than logic gate, we also need the output device and the input device. Okay, so output device, as I mentioned earlier, is a logic display. Yeah, so you choose logic display. Okay, and then you put here. So for logic display, we need to have the designation. Yeah, so the designation for this logic display is L1. So I want you to change the designation based on the question. So if your question using Y, so you also need to replace your LED or logic display by Y. So you right click and edit device data. so you change to Y. Okay, by default your logic display color is red, so you can change the color. How you can change the color of your logic display? You just double click. Okay, so there will be the list of colors. Okay, cell LED. Okay, so this is the color. So cell LED. So you can change the color here if you want to change also, but for my example I don't want to change, so just leave it by the red. Yeah. And then next device is input device. So input device, we will use logic switch. So we need to have 3 logic switch, one for each input. So you have 3 inputs, right? A, B, and C. So you need to have 3. So we put here. Okay. So the logic switch have 2 values. This is the value, okay, that represent the input, whether 0 or 1. Okay, 1, when you click it will change. So 1 in circuit maker represented by 5 volts. Okay. And then we also have destination. So same with the logic display, destination for input, we need to enable, or you cannot disable the destination, for the input. Okay. You just double click and then you change to A. Okay. So you need another 2. You can copy and paste, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So this is for B, so you rename your destination as B. And lastly is C. Okay, this is for C. Right, so I think we have placed all the devices, so maybe you can arrange a bit your logic gates. Okay, Simba, and so I think N will be here. Okay, so we put N here, and you put XOR here. Let's see. Right, so now I will show you how we can connect all the devices by line or wire. So this is the icon, okay, we used to draw the wire, okay, wire tools. They used to connect the circuit. So you just click this icon plus, okay, so your cursor will change to this cursor. Okay, so I will show you 2 ways how we can draw the wire, okay, by using automatic drawing. So I call this just as automatic drawing, okay, because we just use click and drag. Okay, again click and drag. Okay, and then another method is manually drawing the wire. Okay, so I show you the first method, which is automatically drawing the wire, okay, by click and drag. So we need to connect, this gate, which is AND gate, 3 input with input A, B, and C. Okay, so you need to move your cursor and then touch at the end of the circuit, gate. Okay, so you have to make sure that there is a rectangle red, okay, color red, okay, meaning that it is connected or touch, okay, the end of the device. And then you click your device, okay, and then you drag, and then you touch to another end of the device, which is you want to connect here, and then make sure you appear the box or the rectangle red, okay, meaning that is already touched. Okay, and then you release your mouse, okay, automatically you will draw the line. Okay, so you can change your line, okay, by click and then you move in, okay, the line. Yeah. So this is the pin dots. So pin dot actually signifies that the line is fully connected, okay, between both devices. Okay, if you disable the pin dots, maybe the line is not connected, okay, although it looks like connected, okay, but not necessarily connected. So how you can make sure that the line is connected? By enable the pin dots. Right, so next is B. Okay, B must be connected to another input. So now I will show you how to draw manually. So manually is depend on us how we can change the direction of your line. Okay? Okay, so you go to the end of the device, okay, and then you click mouse. Okay, you click your mouse. Okay, and then for this time you can release your mouse, okay, and then you move your mouse. Okay, see, so this is the first line, which is horizontal line, and then it comes with the vertical line. So vertical line is actually showing us the direction, okay, that you need to move next. Okay, so if you want to change the direction, which is from horizontal to vertical, so you just click your mouse once, okay, automatically it will change to horizontal. Okay, and then again when it changes to horizontal, it will have another line which is vertical, change to vertical and comes with the horizontal line. So this horizontal line is actually used to direct, okay, our line, okay, to the next connection, okay, which is we want to draw next line, which is horizontal. So every time you want to change the direction of your wire, you just click your mouse, okay, it will change to another direction, okay, from horizontal to vertical or from vertical to horizontal. Okay, so and then you click drag, okay, you move your mouse and touch, okay, at this end of the device, and then you click your mouse. Yeah, so automatically it will be connected. Okay, and then last is for C. I move a bit. Okay, so C, so I will show you. Okay, so draw, click. Okay, right, so next connection between XOR, okay, XOR A XOR with B. Okay, so A XOR with B. So this is first line. So because you already have line for A, you can take any place here. Okay, as long as that's A. So for example, I click here. Okay, and then connect to the first input for XOR. And next one is for B. Okay. And then this device must be connected to N, okay, with C bar. So meaning that this gate node must be connected to C. So you have line C, okay, so you click and then drag to C, okay, and then this node, okay, must be connected to N. So I'm using the automatic style of drawing line, click and drag. Okay, and same goes this one, click and drag. Yeah. And then these two devices, okay, must be connected to OR. Okay, so click and drag. Okay, and the last one is for output. Okay, so this is the drawing. So I change to arrow. Okay, so this is how we draw the logic circuit. Okay, you can change the direction Okay, you can move your gates, it's okay. If you place your device, okay, wrongly or incorrect, so you can delete, okay, the device or the line by using this icon. Okay, by using this icon, okay, delete tool, okay, light icon. For example, if you want to delete this line, so you just click, okay, and then click on the device or line that you want to delete, so it will be deleted. Okay, so that is how you delete. So I think we complete drawing the logic circuit. Okay, so we can test our circuit. Okay, we will compare with this value. Okay, meaning that if your input, for example, for the last one, if your input is A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to 1, so your Y, you must referring to Y, your Y must equal to 1, meaning that in this circuit maker, your LED must be light on. Okay. Okay. I think I will be small a bit. Okay. Right. So it's okay. Okay, we can check later. So before you click this icon run, okay, run or stop, you have to make sure that this symbol is AND gate. As I mentioned earlier, you need to change your simulation mode to digital mode. So you just click on the transistor to change to AND gate. Okay, so after you change to AND gate or mode digital, so you can click run. Yeah, so for example, I click run. So now your gate is already running. Okay, the first value for A is 0, B 0, C 0. So what happened to your Y? Your Y will light off. So if you refer to this truth table, okay, 0, 0, 0, Y is 0. So we will try for the last combination, which is 1, 1, 1. Okay, so what happened? So if you want to change the input, you just click on the input, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so A1, which is 5 volt, B also 1, 5 volt, C also 1, 5 volt. So what happened to your Y? Your Y is light on. So it's equal with the truth table. So meaning that your gate is completely correct. Yeah, so you can test all the value. Yeah, and then if you want to make any changes, you have to stop your circuit from running. Okay, so click stop. Okay, so your lamp, okay, will freeze whatever value that your stop. Okay, when you stop, okay, your last stop. So if your lamp is switched on, so you will freeze at light on. Yeah. All right. Then you also can label, or you can write a text, okay, to labeling the circuit, okay, by placing the text here. For example, I put text here, okay, example 1. Okay, example 1. Okay. And then you also can copy the circuit. Okay, you also can copy the circuit, but I suggest before you copy the circuit, I need you to disable the pin dots. Okay, I need you to disable the pin dots. So how you can disable the pin dots? You can go to option and then you unclick the pin dots. Okay, or you can press F5, okay, on your keyboard. Okay, So the pin dot will be disappear except for the certain places only. Okay. So how you can copy your circuit, okay, to your for example in words. Okay. So you just select, okay, just like you select any value from your words. Okay, you click and then you select. Okay. And then you Control C. For example, I want to paste on the words. Okay. So I want to paste here, so you just V. So it will be placed on the Word. Okay, Microsoft Words. Okay, and then you can resize your logic circuit. So this is how we draw the logic circuit, okay, by using circuit maker. Okay, and then how we can run, okay, your logic circuit. So I hope you can remember the step and also the important part or function, okay, for the circuit maker, especially for the devices. Where can we find the device, okay, from the device menu, okay, and then how we can draw the line, okay, and then what means by your logic display switch on and something like that. Yeah, right. So that's all for our first lab, okay, which is in topic 2, okay, logic.